Good morning. Welcome back to the most chill, awesome trading stream on the internet. The number one gambling stream on the internet. Educated gambling. Nasdaq is looking pretty interesting today. We're just going to take a chill day again. Coming off pretty crazy week last week, or no, this week, coming off a pretty crazy week this week. Almost choked there. So we're going to take it easy breezy, going to take some small positions and just ease our way back in and do a little bit of Q&A if anybody decides they want to ask any questions, preferably on technical analysis and strategy. I like answering those type of questions the best. A lot of people like to ask personal questions for some reason, but I'll answer those too. All right, so market opens in about 15 minutes, and we're already getting some movement here. And I don't think that was caused by news. We have news at 10 a.m. So we'll see what that does. Don't think it's going to do much. We just had an inflation report, higher than expected, 2.8% inflation, and yet the market is skyrocketing. So that's why we don't really trade based off of news. Good news, bad news, doesn't really matter. Market decides what it wants to do regardless. Let me just set up this stream, finish setting up the stream here, and we'll get started in a second. It's getting sticky. All right. Think I'm ready to go. Always some slow starts to the stream. Guess that's part of being chill. All right, 50 likes on a trade max size. Okay. Let's take a look at the markets here. What do we got going on? Let me just make sure we only see this on the smaller time frames. Perfect. Okay. So Nasdaq has been pretty much in a free fall since about 2 days ago. So if we take a look on the daily chart, this is the daily chart here. I've already marked out our ATR limits. So that's one ATR down, one ATR up. So that's kind of our range for the day. All right, if we take a look at some Fibonacci retracements, we are currently bouncing at the 50% retracement. So we've retraced about halfway of this move up here, okay? So combine that with the fact that we are on our third red day in a row. 3 red days down. Our ATR is like 300 something, 383. All right, from the highs we're down. What? Yeah. Oh yeah, something is wrong with TradingView. What? Okay, let me refresh here 1 second. I was wondering, I kept clicking the wrong tools, and I could have swore I was not doing that. Now it's fixed. For some reason, it was clicking on the tool to the left. Okay. Anyways, from the highs, we are currently down 595 points. That's a pretty strong move down and a pretty overextended move down. So today we will see if we will be able to be a little more long bias because of that. If we get back down to the lower bands here, this is on the 2-minute chart. If we get down to the lower bands, that could be potentially an interesting reversion to the mean trade, meaning we're buying on the lows, trying to get back to the VWAP. But we are not going to try to trade against the trend for the most part. We're only going to be trading against the trend if we get to extreme overextension. Right now, okay, we were talking about this yesterday. How can you tell if you're early in the trend or late in the trend? Right now, how early are we in this downtrend? Not very early, right? We've had 3 red days in a row. We're down 500 something points from the highs. Our ATR is 383. So just logically speaking, right? We're overextended to the downside. So if we're looking for shorts, we're a little bit late on the short trend, right? But if we're looking for longs, we're probably a little early on the uptrend, right? I mean, just look at this chart. Let me just clean it up a little bit. But just look at this chart, right? It's just complete downtrend. So, I mean, what are the odds that this continues lower versus get a little bit of relief? Probably going to get a little bit of relief. At least that's the, the odds are favored like 51% to 49%, right? That's how trading is. You're never going to get, insanely high odds, but you just always want to go with what's more likely. So what's more likely in this situation? Probably some sort of relief bounce. So that's why we're looking for longs probably today. I'm not against looking for shorts if we get too extended to the upside, but I wouldn't feel too comfortable taking shorts today. It wouldn't be my my comfort zone. Hey, J Squad, what's up? Let's take a look at your channel. 215,000 subs. What happened here? Well, cool. Welcome to the channel. I just clicked on your channel because of I saw your check mark, so I was curious. Yeah, I'm live. This is live. This is not a premiere or anything like that. Hey, Lalit, pal. Yeah, we're live. We're live. Live trading, baby. Sorry for the coffee ASMR. All right, so this is the 1-minute time frame on MNQ, Nasdaq micros. Bitcoin was actually taking a hit today, down 2%. And we almost reached this daily time frame level of demand. That would have been nice for some longs. Lalit. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Tell me how to pronounce Lalit. Lalit? Lalit? I'm really bad with names, so sorry about that. Just did a 1-hour prayer with God. Now I started my day watching your live. Awesome. That's a pretty good way to start your day. So this is Bitcoin here. Almost gotten to that level of demand. Not quite. Kind of just staying below the VWAP there. So not too bullish on Bitcoin right now. It does look like we're going to need to go down into this area here potentially. I mean, that's a massive area of demand, right? Started right here. This general area, right? You can see that massive spike here. So that's an area of demand, and it does look like Bitcoin wants to just slowly trend down to that area, which means that the Nasdaq here is probably going to follow suit. So let's watch the Nasdaq. Now again, I'm more long bias. Excuse me, today on the Nasdaq. Let's mark out some key levels here. So we just came up to these highs and took out those stops, it looks like. I would have liked to see a close above those highs so that this isn't such a strong stop hunt. Because that was, if that's a liquidity grab, then we need to go to somewhere else that has liquidity, which is probably, I mean, it could be a level of demand. Let me see. Probably going to be the most comfortable if we're looking for buys. It's probably going to be this little area here. It's actually going to be kind of a big area. If we are going to make, so the idea is, if this is the bottom, right? If we're overextended and this is the double bottom there, and now this is the beginning of an uptrend, right? If we're early on an uptrend, if we're going to get up to here, then we probably shouldn't break these lows. And so if we're not going to break these lows, if that's our assumption, right? If our assumption is that we're not going to break these lows, then there's only one other direction to go, and that's to break these highs, right? Keeping it nice and simple. And so where is going to be the highest probability area of a bounce, assuming that these lows will not break? Probably going to be in this area here. What a throwback. I used to watch every one of your live, and then I stopped trading for a while, and you didn't appear on my For You page. Is this a sign? Yeah, I stopped trading for a while too. So, twins. But now I'm back. We're reviving this channel, grinding it out. YouTube really doesn't like me right now, but we're going to keep fighting back. We're going to fight the resistance. Stick it to the man. Do you think Bitcoin topped out for the year? I do think Bitcoin. If you watched my, well, I know I don't expect you guys to watch all of my live streams, but yeah, we did discuss this on an earlier live stream that, you know, Bitcoin's pretty much following its cycle pretty clearly. I mean, this is very clear topping signs, right? I mean, just look here and look here. What do we see? You may think they look different, but for the most part, this is almost the same pattern. It's literally just higher high, higher low, higher high, and then failure. And this is a higher high, higher low, and then a higher high, right? Like a strong higher high, but still, this is another very similar top price action, right? Like just not even getting super advanced with it, just simply looking at the chart. I mean, I don't think this is going to go like this, right? I don't think we're going to 130,000. I think we're probably going to have to go back into this area here. I mean, you could even get down to like here. Anyways, let's take a look at the market. It's about to open. Taking a look at Nasdaq. We're in that area of support, but I'm not going to buy before the market opens. I'm not going to trade before the market opens. And I may regret that, but we will see. How old are you? You look young but sound old. I'm 25. I just turned 25. And yes, I know my voice is very low, especially in the mornings. Low. I've been told I should do radio. Welcome back. Good morning, America. Welcome back to the best trading stream in America. Good morning. MNQ 19960 is good level to short. 19960. Oh, here we go. Market open. Yeah, let's be careful on that market open here. It's 10 a.m. We have news. This sell-off is a little bit strong here. But this is our zone. Yesterday, if you guys tuned in, you know our zones were holding really well. That means today they're probably not going to hold as well. right? If you have a good day, next day is going to be a bad day. That's just how the market works. Let's see. Yesterday, we actually, yeah, look at that, jeez. Okay, well, not going to be buying this here then. Well, I wasn't going to anyways because the market just opened. But now we're going to just start looking at the next lower level of demand, which is right here. But honestly, do I want to be buying something that has just taken out liquidity here and retraced back down to its lows? Probably not, because that means we may need to take out these lows here. But yesterday, guys, if you watched the stream, you know that we got short. Look at this. We got short yesterday, literally right here. And I got stopped out for break even right here. That was quite literally the high of the day. I mean, that would have just been an insane trade. And I just, because it was just the worst combination of events possible, because we had just blown up a challenge account from doing our own challenge where we wouldn't, I wouldn't close out a position. I would only add or reverse it, and I never reverse my trades, so I would only add, right? So we blew up that account eventually. We were doing great, and then obviously we got a huge down day and just had to keep adding. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to add. I'm not even going to give it the chance to go against me, and then that resulted in me getting out of that trade literally at the top, getting spooked out. And that's how crazy the psychology of this trading game can be. So the way that we're coming into this level of support doesn't look too healthy. It looks like we're going to need to break these lows here. So let's see. Let's check this out on the daily time frame. Daily time frame is looking a little heavier now. Potentially, I mean, we could see a big red day today. Let's check Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not going to become bullish until we get down to here, probably. Jeez. So Bitcoin probably needs to go lower, which means NQ will likely go lower. Oh my God. Look at this price action, though. This is kind of insane. We just went straight up, straight down. Talk about a trap. And this is why I don't like setting limit orders. If I just set a limit order there, it would have been game over. All right, let's clean up the chart a little bit. Looks like we're breaking down into that lower level of liquidity here. I am tempted to buy this, but I know from our challenge that trying to trade in the morning's counter trend has been a terrible strategy. Not the counter trend trading works later in the day. Early in the mornings, it seems to not work as well. Although yesterday, it did work out perfectly, actually. Right in the morning, we dumped, went below the lower band, and just ripped higher the whole day. Could we see that today? Yeah, probably. Honestly, it might be the case since we're so over. This is the third red day. Damn radio voice. Market made sure to hit your stop loss before giving. Yeah, I know. And it wasn't even a stop loss. Like, I literally just closed it out manually. I was just like, I'm not even giving it the chance to go negative. And then it was like quite literally like 1 point, 1 point away from the high, and just dumped. I put same chart on TradingView, and my price on my chart is 19,945. 19.9. Check if it's the micro MNQ. This is the symbol here, MNQ1. Maybe today, last daily red candle or some sort of hammer. Yeah, that is a possibility. Again, we're on our third red down day. So, you know, the lower you start going, the more pressure starts coming in from the buyers, especially on the stock market, right? Everybody buys the dips. Now, lately, that hasn't really been the case, but so far, it has been playing out. We went below the lows, took out the stops. I mean, look at this. This is like pure textbook manipulation. Came up, took out the stops. Came down, took out the stops, right? So it's just getting everybody out of the market, which could mean that we have a big trend that's about to form, right? So if you were short, you got stopped out here, and then everybody bought, right? Buy, and then buy, and then stop losses down here if you were buying. Boom, stopped out, and now we rip higher. Pretty crazy. Now, let's see. I mean, technically now we're trading a downswing. Do I want to short this? No, probably not. I am long biased today. Just given the overall overextension. That was a long entry. Yeah, I know. I mean, man, if I could just trade in hindsight, I'd be so rich. I make predictions and they come true, and I just don't take the trade. And then when I take the trade, it's always so much harder than when I was just theoretically making predictions. Same symbol. Your price is different then? I don't know why. Is it the same data source? Maybe because I'm using Tradeovate, it's using that data. All right, came back up to VWAP. Now, normally, if you're in a healthy downtrend, this could be a decent short back down. But because we're a little bit late in the downtrend, right? So, I don't know. I'm not keen on shorting. This is the swing that we're trading currently. So technically the expectation is a lower high, lower low. But given our situational awareness, we know that this could fail and go higher because of the trend. Do you have IG? I'll share my chart. I do have Instagram. Let me see. I believe it's the same as my YouTube. Yeah. Or no, the Trader Simple. The Trader Simple, I'll put it in here. The Simple Trader wasn't available, so the Trader Simple it is. Is that your coffee? Yes. What about it? I just finished it. I have become coffee. I've become increasingly immune to the effects of caffeine. Where's my water? Gotta stay hydrated. All right, so right now we're struggling to break above that VWAP. Let's see if we continue this downtrend. I would be surprised if we really start going much lower. But honestly, every time I say that, it seems to happen. It's like the market. Again, the market, you can't let it listen to you. You can't let it hear you, because if you say something's impossible, or you would be surprised that something would happen, the market listens, and the market will prove you wrong. That was the appetizer. Yeah. Yeah, and I haven't even eaten. Oh my gosh. Here comes the yawning. I swear, coffee makes me tired. It's like the opposite. Every stream, I drink coffee and then I start yawning. Let's see what happens here at VWAP. So far, unable to hold it. I'm kind of tempted to long this. I don't know why. I just got a very strong urge to try to... I feel like we're going to get above that VWAP. Let's see if we can take a trade today. Yesterday, we really didn't take much. Let's see what happens here. I mean, now it's starting to look a little more bearish, but I don't know. I feel like this is going to fail. 61.8. I think this expectation of a lower low, lower high is going to fail. Yep. Well, missed that. I do believe we're going to get all the way back up to these highs. Probably all the way up to here as well. The VWAP bands are a little bit tighter today, so our range is tighter. What a beautiful long that would have been. God, man. I mean, I literally said we could take out these lows right at the band, and that could be an interesting long opportunity, and then I just don't take it. I gotta start following my own predictions. Oh, what's happening here? We're getting some volatility now. This is seemingly more manipulation. Take out the highs, now probably take out the lows. That's what we just did here. Boom, boom. Now boom, and probably boom. This is some pretty annoying price action, honestly, because now it's screwing up everything. Highest volume since market has opened right here. Not even sure what's going on. I'm trying to see if there's anything that just happened on the news. I don't see anything. So it's just market activity. Okay. Let's see here. Take out the lows here, and let's see if that traps people again. That was probably another good entry there. I don't know. This volatility is scaring me, though. It's feeling a little bit random. Feels like anything can happen right now. Let's see. So we had a bull trap. Bull trap. And now, potentially, let's see if we can get a bear trap. I am willing to buy if we can get down in here potentially and just have a super tight stop loss. What am I doing? 61.8. So we're kind of like breaking through these short-term lows, potentially acting as liquidity, but not going to really count that as support. What I would really rather see is in this zone here. Let's see if we can get... I just realized this is literally supposed to be an Q&A stream, and I'm not even looking at the questions. Faded your own call. Yeah, I know. I still feel like these highs are more probable than going much lower. But that can change any moment. But right now, that's my bias. Let's see what happens. We were struggling to get up above VWAP. Then we shoot up above VWAP. And that was a complete trap. Bull trap. And then we shoot down lower. So I'm just trying to put this in perspective, just logically speaking. Is this more, I mean, is this a bearish sign or a bullish sign? Is the fact that we were able to get up above VWAP bullish and shows potential from the buyers? Or is the fact that we failed to stay above VWAP a bearish sign and shows bearish intent to break new lows? That's the key question. But because we're still so overextended to the downside, I'm still going to be long bias. Time zone, I'm in Eastern Standard Time. So I am on live every day at 9 a.m. or 9:15 a.m. Eastern to about 11:30. Well, I still did not manage to get an entry. That's okay. Patience pays. Patience pays. So again, back into VWAP and rejected it. There's the yawning. All right, guys. Somebody asked me questions. Somebody asked me questions about like I don't know, like it's like technical analysis or something. I'm trying to get some clips. All right, I'm trying to clip farm. I need some clips for my short form content. You got any crypto? Yeah, I own Bitcoin, and that's it. Let me ask ChatGPT clip farming questions. Oh God. Dang, man. I don't know if we're gonna get an entry on this. Oh, do you guys know like some really bad traders that go live? And don't say me. Come on, don't say me. But I kind of want to do a series where I only take the opposite trades of like live streamers, or you know what I mean, just like taking the opposite trades of other traders and seeing what happens. Could be interesting. Could be an interesting series. All right, so we got news at 10 a.m. here. It's 9:51. So in 9 minutes, we got some news. Still failing to break above that VWAP. That's pretty interesting. Now I don't know if I want to buy this. The fact that we've tested VWAP twice and failed. Now we're making this big red candle. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, this is a choppy start to the day. I'm going to put a ABCD pattern. Okay, I may... this doesn't really feel like a great long, but potentially this could be a complex pullback. What is a complex pullback, you may ask? Okay, well, that clip's ruined. You know, people always ask me, what's a complex pullback? That's the beginning of the clip. Okay, no, for real. Okay, so a complex pullback is literally just, instead of getting something like this, you get something like this. And entering on this point, rather than trying to enter on the first point, is always going to give you a little bit better of an entry timing. And so when we look at a chart like this, right, this is the first touch. And now right here, we're starting to get into that second touch. Doesn't mean it has to hold, okay? Clearly, it's definitely, it definitely has some strength right now. So I'm going to just wait it out. But if we just do an equivalent leg lower, it's giving us about right in this area is an area of support. It's an ABCD pattern. All right. So let's see what happens here. It's starting, it looks like it's actually starting to gain some strength, but let's see. It looks like it might have to take out these lows here. What are your favorite tools in TradingView currently? Honestly, I've been using, wait, hold on. Wait, sorry guys. Let me see if we can get a trade off here. You know, it might be worth trying to buy here and risk off the lows, but I kind of feel like those lows are going to get swept. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. No. I was reading chat. Come back. I'll keep it ready here. Now it's rejecting. Gosh darn it. This is some messy price action here. I don't know if I love this trade. Come on. My brain's not on right now. My brain is not working fully. I think I'm going to hold off. Still just trying to chill. Don't feel 100% confident. I do still feel like these lows are going to get taken out. So I don't want to risk off of those lows. If anything, I might use those lows as an entry. But then at that point, kind of just buying a falling knife, right? Like, yeah, see, good thing. I figured that was going to happen. Gotta be careful now. Let's see if this thing goes into a free fall. Ooh. Yeah, these lows are probably going to get taken. I'm just going to wait. Wait for those lows to get taken. Then we're at the lower band as well. In fact, there might be a little bit of a complex pullback here. Right here. Come on. Don't tell me you're just gonna double bottom. Double bottoms don't work. It's all about the liquidity sweeps, right? I don't know, we're just so condensed. Favorite tools on TradingView. Well, I can tell you my favorite indicator on TradingView, which is going to be the VWAP for sure. And I just made a whole video on VWAP, so honestly, we'll just clip farm that video. But basically, the VWAP is stands for volume weighted average price, and this blue line here is the volume weighted average price. And so it's the average price. Basically, it weighs volume and price. So the more volume that's traded at a price point, the heavier that price is weighted in the average calculation, right? So as volume increases, it starts moving more because these price levels here with this amount of volume are basically valued more in the calculation. Okay, and then the lower band and upper bands are 2 standard deviations away, or 2 standard deviations of the VWAP. So if you don't know, in math, 95% of the data will land within 2 standard deviations, something like that. I'm not a math professor, all right? But basically, 95% of the data will stay in between this upper band and lower band. So once you're at 2 standard deviations away from this, which is marked by the lower band and the upper band, then technically price is kind of outside its normal range and it's at an extreme level, and so that's usually a decent area of support or resistance. And it also just helps you kind of visualize what your guardrails are, you know, what's normal and what's not. So all this price action here is pretty much normal. Once you start getting outside of these bands, then you're like, okay, there's you know, it's abnormal, right? So you can start looking for counter trend trades, or you can even target these bands if you're looking for a trend trade. So, yep. Oh, there's the news. Thank frick. We did not. Oh wow. Honestly, oh my God. I need to lock in right to the ABCD pattern, and now we're skyrocketing up higher. And now this thing's probably going to rip all the way up to the target. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so also the VWAP acts as like a trend indicator. So as long as we're below VWAP, usually that's a downtrend. As long as we're above VWAP, that's usually an uptrend. So even if you just use it that way, where it's like, okay, only look for shorts below VWAP, only look for longs above VWAP. Even just using it that way is helpful. It doesn't matter what strategy you use. That's just it's a helpful gauge. All right. What was your biggest loss and how did you recover? Biggest loss. I'm trying to remember. There's been a lot. I don't know if I have like a single, you know, here's the most painful loss, okay? Not my not my biggest loss, because I don't think I've had any super crazy losses other than maybe like Bitcoin slowly dropping, you know, 50% over the course of a year or something. Obviously that's like tens of thousands of dollars, but that gets recovered, right? Like Bitcoin went back up. But the most painful loss I ever had is when I first started trading at the ripe age of like 13, and I was learning from Tim Sykes. Yes, Tim Sykes. Throwback name if you've been in the trading game for a while. And so I wanted to trade penny stocks. So I get my dad to open up a brokerage account, and I start trading penny stocks, and I'm ready to take my first trade. And I had like, I think it was a $2,000 account. And I didn't know about spread. All right, so if you don't know, penny stocks have sometimes have a very wide spread. And so if you try to buy with a market order or sell or short, whatever, with a market order, you'll end up getting a really different price than what you're trying to get. So I bought this penny stock on like a breakout or something. I'm thinking like, yeah, this is going to go crazy. This is going to go bonkers. And the spread was like $1 or something like that. And it was like, the penny stock was probably like a $5 stock or something like that. So I clicked buy at like $5 or something, and I got filled at like $6, right? So I wanted to buy at $5. The stock is at $5, and I get filled at $6. So instantly, I'm down like $100 or like $200. That's like 10% of my account. I'm just instantly down like 10% on my account. It was like my first trade, and I just panic, and I just sell it, okay? And again, the spread is big. So the spread, if I market sold it. So now I bought at $6 and I'm trying to sell it at $5, but there's still a spread. So I'm pretty sure I got filled at like $4 or something like that. So I bought at $6 and I sold at like $4, and I just lost like, I don't know, $200 something in my, and like that's like I had like $2,000 that I had saved up, and it was just wrecked instantly. And that was like the most memorable loss. It's just like it hurt so bad. I was trying to risk like $5, and I was just like sitting there looking at my screen, and I just didn't understand what was happening. Just complete panic. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to say that name. I'm sorry, and I know you told me I'm saying it right, but I still feel like I'm saying it wrong. Let me see your message. Lalit. 1 second. I'm watching your video, trying to see micro, E-mini, yep, MNQ, CME. Oh, I think your data's delayed, my friend. Go over here. Look here. All right, I got your answer. You have a D next to this sign. Okay, that means your data, hover over that D, and your data is delayed. So the reason that you're seeing a different price is because you're like 15 minutes or 10 minutes behind the actual market price action. There you go. issue solved. So what you need to do to fix that is you can go to TradingView. You can go to like your plan on TradingView, and you have to you subscribe to the CME data. So it's very simple. You go to TradingView, go to your data or your plans or something, and you just have to hit, subscribe to CME data. It's like $7 a month. And then you'll get live data. And you'll have the exact same chart. Okay, wow, we are still moving lower. This is pretty surprising, honestly. I figured we were just going to rip higher. It is 10 a.m. now. The news is over with. We're way down here. In fact, I'm just going to... Let me refresh, because I've been talking for so long that I don't even... I'm not situated. Hello? Please? All right, well, okay, there's the ABCD pattern. That's an equivalent move lower there. But this thing's just look at this thing, it's a falling rock. This is giving me PTSD. I'm not buying this. Screw that. If you guys have been watching the streams, you know. If you know, you know. What kind of price action is this? I know. It's annoying. It's annoying when the market just does things that don't make much sense. But the further we drop, this is our ATR line here, right? So technically speaking, we could reach this line here. I mean, this is already very oversold. But I've learned my lesson of trying to just run in front of a moving train. So really, it's probably best to look for shorts, I guess. I don't know. This price action is kind of just difficult. Because we're so overextended down that looking for shorts might be, difficult. I'm still long bias probably. I'm probably not going to look for shorts, but I'm just not going to run in front of this train. That was such an obvious trade. Sometimes when you see an obvious trade, you think there's no way it's going to work, right? This short here, that's why I figured these highs would break. Because this just looked way too obvious of a short. Like VWAP, really? We just went back to VWAP and went this much lower. Like that's just the most obvious short ever. A classic VWAP bounce. Okay, this is crazy. I'm so happy that I've learned my lesson and I'm not running in front of this. This is exactly why. Because we just do this all the time. Take a look at the daily chart. Oh, look at this daily chart here. These are our limits. ATR. ATR is 397. 397 brings us down to around here. Super overextended. I think we're at 3 standard deviations now. Can I use the settings? Hello? What is going on with TradingView today? Oh my god. Stop it. Alright. Yeah, we're at 3 standard deviations down. That's this green line here. Usually that's a fantastic spot for a trend reversal. But I just can't, in good conscience. I can't jump in front of this. There's not even... I mean, let's see. Where's the closest level of support, really? Probably going to be... Let me just hide VWAP. This area here is actually a pretty decent area of support. Probably like this area here. That's a nice demand level right there. That's probably where we're headed. And if we get down in there, honestly, I might have to buy. I might just have to buy. In fact, I'm going to get ready. Let's see. I mean, I'm not even going to talk anymore. I'm just going to wait. We're at 3 standard deviations down, going into a level of demand, already down 3 days in a row, red. RSI way oversold. That's not a good fill, but okay, I'm going to try this. All right, we're seeing that a small bounce. A small bounce in that area of demand. I'm going to try it out, see what happens. If we start going much lower, I'll just cut it. I'm not going to let it get much lower than this. But I've learned my lesson from yesterday too. I'm not going to be too skittish. Oh, God. Don't do it, Nasdaq. God damn it, guys. I'm not going to add. I'm not going to do anything stupid. Jesus Christ. How is that even... I mean, we are just, in every sense of the word, statistically speaking, outside of any sort of normalcy. Okay, well, that's just ridiculous. I'm going to literally have to get stopped out. That's insane. What? Okay, lesson learned. I'm never buying ever again on a big move lower. Oh my gosh. Now, let's see. Hold on. $50 on one micro is just... Come on. I'm just getting out. Oh my gosh, and now it's asking for confirmation. Okay, well... Let's calm down here. Man, what a freaking chart. Thank you for the support, J Squad. Thank you. Ashraf, I'm sorry again. You're seeing me buying in a massive downtrend. I fell for it again. This is a very, I mean, should be a very strong area of support. Given all the, I mean, just mathematically speaking, we're 3 standard deviations away from VWAP into an area of demand, close to ATR, and yet Oh my god, I really don't want to be getting out all the way down here because it's probably going to be close to the bottom. Let's see. God damn it, bro. I don't learn my lessons. I'm tempted to add, but I know how ugly that can get. I need to be more patient. Need to be more patient. You haven't seen me in profit. Where were you all last week? You can long Bitcoin or short gold. You got any background music you can put? Well, I tried that, and then it got every single song got like was like copyright striking the video or something. And I literally looked up copyright free music, so I don't know how to actually put music on. Oh my gosh, why did I do this to myself again? Buying on a steaming train down. I just get so greedy. I just want to buy when it's real low. Oh my god. Really, dude? I mean, are we gonna go down to ATR? For real? Just in every way we are super overextended. But you know, I guess in this market it's just it is what it is. We just really like to go down. L YouTube copyright W simple trader. Thank you for the words of encouragement. I just can't believe literally we had this exact same problem in the challenge series, and I freaking did it again. I don't know why. Why did I think it would be different? I don't know. When's the last time we hit 3 standard deviations? Here. 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 Looks like it's always a pretty strong area. This is still a great area for buying. I just do this stupid thing where I get in early and have to fight my way out. Tell me a broker name so that I can see live chart. Tradeovate. Tradeovate. Ninja Trader. I mean, at this point, I am willing to add to this because one, I'm tilted and I like to fight. But two, everything points to a high probability bounce trade. The problem is that I'm trading on a prop firm and their risk management is so tight that it's so much more stressful to trade with those type of rules on you. Like, technically, we're trading $50,000, but an $100 drawdown is a lot on a $50,000 account. That's why you're never actually trading $50,000. You're only trading your drawdown, which is $2,000. So I'm technically trading a $2,000 account, so that's why $100 is stressful. Daniel Inskeep plays copyright-free music in his trading live streams. Also shows his heartbeat monitor for entertainment. He trades NQ and ES. That's actually pretty funny. Heartbeat monitor. Let me write that down. That's actually funny. I feel like I could do that. My heartbeat right now would be very high. Pissed off. I'm gonna add one. Then I'll add another, probably lower. I just love to fight NQ. What's another challenge account? Let me write them down. Check them out. Daniel Inskeep. I'm really enjoying your live. Really? I feel you've only seen me lose so far. You're very chill. Well, thank you. I'm glad I can still be enjoyable while losing. He's live right now. Yeah, I'll check him out after. I just don't know. I literally looked up copyright-free music, and I got copyright strikes. Oh my gosh. So, I don't know what to do. Sounds bad to say that when you're in the negative. No. I'm taking it as a compliment. Doesn't sound bad. What do you mean? You're literally complimenting me. Much appreciated. It does help with the losses. I need to stop freaking jumping in front of moving trains, bro. It's so bad. I get stuck in these trades. I don't know why I keep doing it. See? I'm stuck. I did it again. Oh my gosh. You guys in any trades? Don't be stupid like me. I don't care anymore. Literally don't care. Blow the account up. I'm fighting to the death again. I'm turned on notifications. I'm watching while I'm doing some work. I work from home doing affiliate marketing. Oh, cool. What kind of affiliate marketing do you do? Just guessing a bottom. Low volume on SUP. I don't even know anymore, man. I'm literally just buying and just buying until the account's blown. I'm so tilted, and I realize that. So it's okay. I mean, like, this price action is just insane. We're like, no, not insane. That's not just my opinion. Like, mathematically, 3 standard deviations with no bounce is just crazy. This blue line here, or this green line here, represents 3 standard deviations from the VWAP. 3 standard deviations is a lot. We're just going to martingale all the way down. I said I don't care. Last day of the week. It's a Friday. I'll blow the account. Enjoy my weekend. Refresh next week. And I have another challenge next week planned. We're going to try to trade with ultra tight stop losses. Now, I haven't come up with the rules exactly just yet. But because we've been trading with no stop loss, I figured it would be fun to try to see what would happen if we traded with super tight stop losses. All right, we're now at the ATR. I'm buying again. We're at the max ATR. If this thing blows the account now, if we really go that much lower, I deserve it. You know, I deserve it. The market's really messed up if it's going to go much lower than the ATR in a straight line down, 3 standard deviations. I just don't see any indicator pointing to I should go long right now other than hoping you caught the bottom. Hey, I mean, that is the strategy right now. I know you're not talking shit. No, you're correct, actually. I mean, there are some indicators, like, again, standard deviation. We're 3 standard deviations away from VWAP. Statistically speaking, 99% of price actions should take place within 3 standard deviations. So this white line here is ATR. So that's our average true range for the day. So on average, how much do we move in a day? That's this white line. From the high to the low, this white line here is on average how much we move in a day. Okay. So, like, it's all just kind of math telling us that that this is overextended. But it can always go lower. I mean, we know that. We know that. All right, let's do a poll here. If we go up higher, do we go for break even or do we go for gold? Do we actually try to catch a bounce or do we break even? Let's just do this. So just answer yes or no to break even. Do you trade crypto, bro, and why? Yeah, I mean, I haven't been trading crypto on stream. I was like a week ago or something, but I don't know. I've been liking well, I haven't been liking futures right now, but overall futures seem to be a little more predictable. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. See, look, Bitcoin's down in this area. This is the area that we wanted it to go to. So that's, I mean, that's bullish. This is a level of support for Bitcoin. So should be bullish for Nasdaq too, technically, if we actually move higher. But yeah, so Nasdaq or futures in general, I've just been, wow, we're moving lower. Account's actually going to be blown. That's crazy. Futures have just been more predictable in my opinion, a little more range bound, and follows the math, you know, the math of the standard deviations. Now, in this case, definitely not happening for some reason. Trump markets have probably been a factor. Trump markets, but ignore my. Why do I? I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you, my man or woman. Never catch a falling knife. Today I see that happen. Yeah, no. We are definitely trying to catch a falling knife. No doubt about it. I completely recognize that. And yes, this is what happens. This is what happens. Did you see USDC hit record high market cap? No, I did not see that. Jesus, guys, what is going on? All right. You know, now I've really learned my lesson. First time, clearly didn't learn my lesson. Now, yeah, all right. I can see why this is not, even with the math. I know, even with the math, it's I just didn't expect, I guess, to have another day where we just go straight down forever. Ooh, a lot of volume here. Lots of volume. Interesting. Why won't I close it, bro? Because I decided I'm either blowing the account or getting out. It will close itself. I mean, if we get down to $2,000 here, it'll just close itself out. So I technically have a stop loss. Don't try this at home. Now, guys, I'm using Take Profit Trader, and a 50K account there is like $100, I think, with my discount. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. $2,000 is nothing for you. Wow, you are very rich, bro. No. I'm not very rich. Relax. Guys, this is a challenge account, just so you know. Let me be transparent. This is a challenge account. Let's look at this daily chart. I bet this daily chart is looking real crazy. Look at that. Jesus. That just don't make sense. It's been a real good market for breakout traders and trend traders. And usually I'm a trend trader. I don't know what's possessed me. Possessed me to try to catch these trend reversals. I will keep buying. I will keep buying until I can buy no longer. This is insane. Genuinely insane in the membrane. That's a pretty funny looking chart. Bye, 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 bye. You keep buying reminds me of the time I tried to buy a crypto that kept dropping thinking I bought the bottom, but it went to 0 and I lost 6K. Yeah. Now, I mean, if this was all like my personal real money, I would not be doing this. I mean, that would just be insane. This is just for fun. But look, I mean, this price action, I mean, this is just ridiculous. Like, that is just an insane chart. Just straight down with not a single bounce. 3 standard deviations away from VWAP the whole time. I mean, you just don't see this that often. You should make a clip of what you said earlier, then show how much your position is down. Yeah. Wait, yeah, I was literally like, yeah, guys, I'm not going to let this position, bye, Lalit. Bye. Take care. Yeah, I was literally like, yeah, I'm not going to let this position go against me too much. And then it just cuts to this. That's actually hilarious. Good job. Good job on that one. Let me write that down. Make a short about how I'm not going to add to this position, and then cut to position down $1,500. You guys voted yes to break even. Well, we're getting there. RSI is now above oversold. You guys really want me to go to break even? I mean, this could be the bottom. We may have got the bottom, guys. There's no way this goes lower, right? I mean, this looks juicy for a nice wick higher. Nice rejection wick. Ooh, did we break this low here? Oh, guys. Guys, we broke this wick down here. I'm going to have to hold this. Again, it's either I blow the account or we get a sick trade. We broke through this low here. So that's a liquidity sweep. That's why we saw all that volume maybe. Let's see. Yeah, pretty strong volume there. Yeah, this is a nice, that was max pain. I probably should have been aware of that, but I was just blindly going on tilt mode. But let me get rid of it. VWAP clearly is useless right now, so let me get rid of it. So we broke through these lows here, wicked lower, and we are at ATR, at third standard deviation, at level of liquidity. I may have to go again. I know 80% of you said to go to break even, but I don't know. I'd just rather probably like what did we do this all for? We did this all for break even? What did we just go through all that pain for break even? Or did we do it to get some progress on this account? Better to break even and take the massive risk off the table, find another setup you have more confidence in. I know. Steven or Stefan. I know that's the logical thing to do. But alas. What's another challenge account? Oh boy. Is that a bull trap? Surely not. Surely we don't have Look at his 2-minute chart. One green candle out of 19 candles. One green candle on the 2-minute chart. That's just insane. You don't see that. Like, that is not normal price action. Just straight down red forever. All right, guys. Back in profit. They want to shake you out. I know. I mean, and they did. I mean, they did shake out the whole market. I mean, look, we took out stop losses right here. That's where everybody's stop losses were. Again, learn from my mistakes. Don't try this at home, even though now we're back in profit. Not sustainable at all to trade that way, and this still probably will, to be honest, blow my account, because I don't know if this is done just yet. Is that white line your target? Yeah, I mean, ideally. I don't know if we're going to get there. But that's just a 382 retracement. It's just like, you know, the average pullback is like a 382, 30% pullback. So just looking for a minimum pullback. Minimum, if this, but that's assuming this is the bottom too. So, which is this doesn't have to be the bottom. Oh, brother, here we go. Look at that. Straight down again. Come on, guys. Come on. You got to be tired. You got to be tired of selling, right? Look at where VWAP is. I mean, it's just craziness. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. I wish I could play that song. Y'all ready for this? What a crazy move lower. Fucking crazy. This day here is when we got stuck as well. Gotta stop doing this to myself. I mean, technically, this is a great position. It's just too big. I wish I could trade smaller, but you can't really trade smaller than micros. What's the plan? The plan is either let the account get blown or get a bounce. Get a bounce to this white line, ideally. Not sure if we're going to get that on stream, but we'll see. I can't believe we've done this twice in a row. From yesterday getting stopped out at the highs, literally not even stopped out, but went to a break even and literally had shorted the top of the entire day, and I just get wussed out of it. The stream before that, we got stuck in a trade like this, and now the stream after that, we're stuck in a trade like this. Need to really stop doing this. But all the streams before that, we were winning. I like how it came right back up to my break-even point, and that's when it turns around. That's super cool. Super awesome. My face is itching. Let's go back to a 1 minute time frame, see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, I think I'm screwed. Let's see if we can get a higher low here. I mean, something. Is there just not a single buyer on the planet of the Nasdaq? Clearly not here. What's crazy about this trade is that even if it goes into profit, I can't let it get bigger than $1,500 because that would break the consistency rule at Take Profit Trader. You're not allowed to have a day that's 50% of your total profit target, and the profit target's $3,000, so you can't have a day bigger than $1,500. So even if this does go up, I mean, technically this could be a massive trade, right? Like if we really just were super ballsy and just held on until we came back up to VWAP or something like that, I mean, that would be like a, I don't know, $3,000 trade or something. It would break the rules technically. So, and I love this bull trap. So awesome. You might get copyrighted humming the song. No way. No way. Again, nice volume towards the lows. Look at the volume today, though. It's actually insane. It's been high all day long. It's just a ginormous, voluptuous day. I know there's some people that were probably here in the stream where we were caught in this exact same trade, probably just like, this motherfucker, he did it again. He fell for it again. Let me fix my exposure. Okay, that did nothing. Whatever. Come on, this is now the most obvious short of all time. People are, they have to be getting trapped here on the short side now. Like, nobody's optimistic about this chart other than probably me. Which means most traders are probably shorting any move higher, right? I mean, that's what most traders would probably be doing right now, just going, hey, it's gone down all day. Let me just start shorting it. There's no way those traders are really going to make money, right? On another easy trade like that. It happened earlier today. The most obvious trade of all time, shorting a VWAP bounce. And that would have been the best trade of the day. Okay. Oh my God. Clip that. I can't believe this. I can't believe it's just a straight line down with no relief whatsoever. I wanted to have a good day today too. I knew I was tilted, and I knew I was going to do something stupid, and I did it anyways. For you guys. For your entertainment. You're welcome. That has to be a liquidity sweep bottom. There's no way. God, I'm getting tired of being in this trade. Look at the volume. Okay, another Nasdaq. Come on. You swept the lows. You're putting in a lot of volume, swept lows, These traders made their money, right? The most obvious trades, just shorting every pop. You took out the stop losses. You're hitting your targets for the shorts. You can now chill the frick out and move higher, please. Again, this is Take Profit Trader. So we have a $2,000. It's a $50,000 account on Take Profit Trader. So we have we have a $2,000 risk limit. So even if it goes lower, I technically do have a stop loss. And that stop loss is a max loss number. Are you not entertained? Yeah. At least it's entertaining. At the very least, it's entertaining, right? To see something this crazy. I would buy more, but I don't think I can without making my stop loss, super, super small. Yeah, I can't add to this anymore. I literally just have to wait it out at this point. The most profit is 1,500 and you're risking 2,000. Yes, so your max drawdown at any one point. So the max amount that you can lose from your peak, your account peak, is $2,000. But you can't have one day where you have over 50% of your profit target, or of your profits in general. So like it's trying to mitigate people from just doing exactly what I'm doing, of just oversizing and just like getting one massive trade. Because like if this were to go up here, it would be a ginormous trade. And they don't want people to just be doing this. So you gotta just make sure that your profits are. It's not in general. It's not like you can't get $1,500 max. It's not like capped. It's just that you can't have it in one day. 50% more. 50%. Anything greater than 50% of your entire profits for like that time frame that you're trading. I think it's like when you request a payout. It like takes your X amount of trading days and sees if any one trade was 50% or any one day was 50% of your total profit. I don't know. It's a little confusing, but basically the point is you just can't take ginormous trades to try to pass and get payouts. You gotta consistently make about the same amount over and over again, within a 50% range. Oh, man. It's 11 a.m. Is anybody going to buy this thing? Okay. Wow. I'm getting sick and tired of saying we have to go higher and then we just go lower in the most nonsensical way. Well, I'm not going to add. I can't add. I'm just going to wait and see. Either let it take me out or see a bounce. Maybe I'll stream a little bit longer today since you guys seem to be entertained by this. It's entertaining me too. Don't get me wrong. Pisses me off, but entertains me at the same time. What time did we, yesterday we shorted, or not yesterday, was it yesterday? No, yes, yesterday. Yesterday we shorted right here. What time was that? 11. So I was way more patient yesterday, and then I got break even, and then it actually ended up working out. I was way more patient yesterday. Today, again, impatient. Oh, we're about to get max loss. Wow. What the hell? Okay, well, I'll see you guys next week with a new account. What are you going to do after stream? After stream, let me check my schedule. I think I got a lot of stuff to do today. If you don't know, I do marketing on the side. Social media marketing for other traders and trading related businesses. Okay, there it is. There's the max loss. Wait a second. How was my max loss not hit on this candle when, but this did hit my max loss? Either way, would have been stopped out. So there you go. I mean, we actually caught it on stream. It just automatically stops you out. Varun, do I remember you? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Okay, well that was insane. I mean, just clinically insane. Straight line down, not a single bounce other than this tiny one here, which literally went to break even. I mean, you know what? You guys were right. I knew it was probably the right decision. I just didn't do it because I didn't care. I don't know. I like a fight. It's in my nature. Damn, heartbreak. Yeah, I know. Damn. Rip account, try and have a chill weekend and come back next week. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Again, it's like $100 an account. That's why that's the problem. Honestly, it's because it's too easy to go get another account. So I just take these these stupid risks. That's such an ugly chart. Look at that. I mean, holy shit. Damn. All right. Well, I'll never do that again. Please hold me accountable. If I try buying on a massive trend down, just say, remember what happened on March 28th and March 26th, I think it was. Yeah, March 26th. Remember what happened on March 26th and March 28th. Don't do it. Discord is Jimmy has goals. I'm going to make a Discord so that we can all communicate. So just hang in there. March 28th, the day the Earth stood still. I know, man. We were doing so good, too. We were doing really good. I mean, yesterday we did really good. Just didn't quite capture it. But, I mean, that's the issue. You get confident, and then you get destroyed, and then you get confident, and then you get destroyed. It's a never-ending cycle. All right, well, give me 1 second. Let me log out of this account. Okay. Sometimes it'll like show you my password or something, so I just gotta be careful. What is Bitcoin doing? Well, Bitcoin honestly looks better to trade than Nasdaq lately. At least Bitcoin's not doing this, right? I mean, Bitcoin has, I mean, it kind of is, honestly, but it's not moving as straight down brutally with no mercy. Still moving down, though. Still moving down. Nothing is holding today. I guess the inflation report was that bad. Yeah, and now look at this, guys. I bet you everything. I bet you my next entire account that max loss is going to be the bottom of the day within like a few points. Like watch this line right here, max loss line. Watch that be the bottom of the day. See, told you. It's going to go straight up from here. Oh my God. 11 a.m. I was too early again. I'm doing the same mistake, the exact same mistake as I did on March 26th. And that is trying to counter trend trade in the morning when you should be looking to counter trend trade after ATR has been pretty much hit, after you're overextended down, And when you're past 11 a.m., that is when you can start looking for a reversal. And I bet you it's going to happen now. And I deserve it because I was being stupid. Whatever your max loss would be entry. I know. Guys, great time to be buying right now. Just so you know. It's a great time to be buying right now. Okay, don't go. That's not advice. That's not advice. Be careful. Don't do anything stupid now. Oh my god. Well, live and you learn. Almost screen recorded that advice. Disclaimer saved you. Man, I don't even know. I could trade on my Funder FX account. You know what? Maybe we do that. Give me 1 second. Maybe I buy on my Funder FX account. And we make this a win. Give me 1 second. Funder FX. Okay, funded. And you at... Oh. Okay, guys. Trying to figure out how to show this. Okay. Here is my Funder FX account. Just went long. Nasdaq. This is a 100K funded account. Still demo, but funded technically. I'm actually in profit on this account. Now, if you don't know, Funder FX, it's not a futures focused prop firm. It's more like Forex and crypto, but they offer futures as well, as you can see here. So let's turn this into a win, because I swear this is the bottom. Our max loss was hit. That's when you go long. This is kind of a small position. Don't get liquidated. Now, the great thing about Funder FX, well, the bad thing is that they're not available in the United States. But the great thing is that they offer 7% drawdown, max drawdown. So a lot more breathing room. Take Profit Trader is, I think they offer 4% max drawdown. See, what did I tell you guys? And I took a small position size because I'm a scaredy cat. Dang, I don't even have this set up right. Give me 1 second, actually. I'll fix this. Wait, no. I gotta go here. I gotta go here. Oh. Hold on, let me cook. There we go. There we go. Okay. Well, man, I mean, that was my max loss down there. If I just didn't put my position size so large, I'd probably be fine. God dang, man. Trading on tilt, that's what it does. What is I'm not sure what that question. You mean advanced price action? What is advanced price action? I mean, I don't know. Advanced is subjective. How did we just lose a like? Somebody just took away their like. Okay, I'm sorry. Chill. I'm sorry I hit max loss. All right. It happens to everyone. Just relax. And we'll buy more of this too. We're gonna do it all over again. That guy probably copy traded in Blue's account too. I've warned about copy trading, especially with prop. You know, you're watching prop trading. It's I'm a little crazy with the prop accounts. I just got deja vu. Probably because I did this exact same thing on March 26th. Let's go back over to trading view. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at the line. What did I tell you guys? I just knew it. I knew as soon as the max loss would be hit is when it would go up. What's your TP? I mean, literally just minimum 382 bounce. Just 382 bounce. What a... I'm so disappointed. This is the trade now. 11 a.m. Past ATR. Second standard deviation. I mean, this is the trade that I should have taken. I just didn't wait, just like I did last time. 382, right there, is a very achievable target in a normal market. Now, this is not a normal market, so we'll see, but oh my God. I can't believe he did that. Why did I do that? I don't understand. I need to chill. I need to frickin' chill. When I'm back on my game, I'm gonna be a beast. Because I'm learning some good lessons with this market. I'm starting to figure it out. I see it. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. guys. I'm telling you. If we're in an overextended trend, you don't look to take any trades against it. But once you get to around 11 a.m., that's when you can start looking for these kind of trades. I literally said that. I don't take my own advice. I've said that before, but I just, yeah, it's stupid. But yeah, until 11 a.m., it looks like the strategy is short everything or buy everything, depending on whether you're above or below VWAP. I titled this Chill Q&A. This was anything but chill. I'm changing the title. Not so chill Q&A. Your plans for today are selling a Pokemon card, go play my saxophone for tip money, and eat, sleep, and poop. Sounds like a good day. Sounds like a good day. I'm jealous, honestly. Better day than I am having. Look at this, guys. It's really like the market knows. There's something about human psychology where it's just the market is perfect to go against it. It's like the perfect mind reader. Oh, man. Well, I'm probably just going to leave this trade. I'm probably just going to leave this trade going. It's going to take a while to get anywhere. So with that being said, I think I'm just going to end the stream here. And of course, it's going lower. But I promise you guys, low of the day is in. Trust me. Max loss, low of the day is in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out J Squad. Thank you for the entertainment while I was getting wrecked. Make sure to like. That's the only thing I ask. Like the stream if you enjoyed it. I know today wasn't the best day, but yeah. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. I will be streaming. Today's Friday, so I'll be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every weekday, every market open. I'll be streaming for the next 100 years, so stay tuned. All right. Thank you. Bye.